But I grew up majority woman. I was raised by a woman, and yeah, I was exposed to like a lot of their mannerisms and what they deal with. So that's why I always had like an inside look onto how women speak about men and
the black woman experience.
Exactly.
To be exact.
Dating and what they go through and how they all that shit. So my nieces were like my little sisters. They were my immediate like playmates. Those were the only people I had within arm's length to that were like my age to play around with. I didn't really have too many friends in the neighborhood because I had like overprotective like parents or my aunt, whoever was raising me at the time. And so playing with my nieces, they had like the doll babies and the cool ass Barbie cars and shit like that.
Oh hell yes, the Barbie house.
Yeah, they were. Like how can you not play with a 3-story fucking transformer, a pink transformer?
Is the Fisher Aura price?
The shit. It like fucking flips open and then there's like 3 fucking levels of shit. A shower in that bitch. 3 bedrooms,
and it already
you had a master bathroom, like, and then for some fucking reason there's like a fire pole, like to transport to the. Like, what the fuck is going on? Malibu Barbie, like punch boogie car and shit, and like bro, this shit is fucking fire. And I get like fucking G.I. Joe action figure. It comes with like a gun or something like that.
I know you went to the dollar store for that, Mom.
They were trying to raise me to be a criminal.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I got made fun of or whatever for playing with my nieces and their toys and shit like that. I just wanted to bond with them. Those are my nieces. They're my family. Why wouldn't I want to bond with them?
Yeah.
Right, but also I feel like not having like both sides of like a masculine and feminine, or like even with like a dominant and passive personality, like those are things that I feel like are part of the reason that people are prejudiced, because they aren't exposed to it. They don't know, they don't understand. So it's like, for example, I grew up with one brother. Like most of the things that we had, like very like conservative, like traditional family. So like we got like Power Rangers, G.I. Joes.
Oh
like,
fuck yeah!
There's not a fucking Barbie in the fucking crib. You know what I mean? But it's like growing up with those things, or even like you having that experience with your siblings and you with yours, like you at least had people around, who you could get or see like, oh yeah, like there's some girls' toys here, or like this is here, you know what I mean? And I feel like if more people had exposure to that at a younger age, it would be less of an issue, and people would be more accepting.
It's kind of like the idea of like no one's born racist. It's kind of like no one's taught to be like a toxic person or a horrible person. You learn it because once again, if you're raised by a single parent, they're gonna have a better perspective because they're doing all double duty by themselves. I was raised by a single parent until I had my stepdad, and during those years, it was like, even when she was with my stepdad, I'm doing everything by myself. I hate men.
Right.
And that leans off to you. You're like, well, yeah, men ain't shit. Like, even as a dude, I'm like, yeah, dudes ain't shit, niggas ain't shit. And I'm like, that's not even my thought. That's my mom's thought.
Right.
I just take that with me. So anytime I hear a woman speak, definitely you being raised around women, you hear all the shit that the girl talk about.
And a lot of lack of accountability.
A lack of, you never hear their own say, I fucked up. It's always that one side. So once you get that one viewpoint your whole entire life, you get to the state where you're in the relationship now and you're like, man, I already know what y'all bitches talk about. I don't even give a shit. Like that ass. Like you already know what they're gonna talk about when you're away. So you're like, I'm gonna do whatever I fucking want and fuck you, bitch. It's toxic, but it's true.
Right, but then she turns around and she's like, well, men ain't shit.
Exactly. We're not communicating.
And here we go, the cycle repeats.
I got something to tell you, baby. Don't get mad this time. If you want my wiener, you give me ease all up in my mind. Baby, please want my wiener.